Alrighty, my friends. Let's get back into this shit. How was everybody today? Beautiful Monday morning. Would love to be sitting outside right now, but Mother Nature decided to go bipolar and snow last night. 70 degrees to snow. That woman snaps her moods more frequently than some of my haters. Sorry about that. But yeah, little redunculous, retarded, speechless. Never. When I die, I'm gonna pay her a visit, and I think I'm gonna knock her teeth out. So what are we gonna do today? Thought I would do a video. I get asked a lot what my most intense war was, my Hagee family war. People wonder if it was Edward, or never really considered Edward a war. What else was there? Quite a few of them. My personal one was Jimmy Larson. That one took a lot of... There was a lot of behind the scenes going on there that a lot of people didn't see. And my G Plus page has some of it, but not all of it. I'll keep some of that private for now. But it was interesting. Come to find out, the man is actually neat as hell. And spent a lot of time with him once this whole thing died down and got to know him. Strange how that works. Spend years beating up each other verbally, and come to find out you have so much in common. But he was a neat man. I'm not going to reveal too much information in respect to him. But hopefully he's out there listening. I haven't talked to him since Thanksgiving of last year, but hopefully he's out there listening, and hope he's doing well. Let's talk Nerf wars. Nerf guns. Anybody got a guess? Write in the comments down below what you think this might be about. Nerf guns. Clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. Eli Jaworski, Mr. Nerf gun himself. How do I describe Eli? Do I even want to describe Eli? Eli is, I believe, some sort of mentally handicapped person who is stuck in the 30s, thinking he's some sort of gangster during Al Capone and that whole time. We found him. Actually, he found us, as usual. We don't go looking for people, like I've always said. They come and find us, and then we go and play. Hagee was doing a video about the Amish Mafia, that TV show there, and I never watched it, but I saw it. But unfortunately, came on while I was at work. But Eli took a little hate to it and attacked Hagee personally, and it got to the point where it was pretty entertaining, and I'm sure a lot of you guys remember the videos and stuff like that, where videos were exchanged and Eli made this fake gun. He had his YouTube channel where he would modify Nerf guns, which is cool. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, we're all into our own thing. We all do our own thing, and that's cool. But he would make videos about modifying Nerf guns, but he had a backstory to him. And before we get too far off track, like I said, he thought he was in the 30s, and I'm trying to remember that Bonnie and Clyde type shit. Nelson Christ, why can't I think of it now? Can't think of it. But he thought he was him. He would run around with these hats and things like that, and modifying these Nerf guns to look like old German guns and things like that. He found Haggy, and like I said, things started to exchange. And one of the most disturbing videos is Haggy was doing something pretty cool about suicide prevention, and if you needed somebody to talk to, call Haggy. And he put his cell phone number up. Well, we all know from experience that backfired, and a lot of people took advantage of it, which was too bad too, because Haggy does have a good heart. He has a great heart for people, and comes across as this, let's say Denver Broncos linebacker or something like that. But no, he's a good guy. He's got a big heart for people. He gets back to his fans and his followers. But Eli posted his number in one of his videos, thinking he got Haggy. And what Eli wasn't aware of is that cell phone that he was waving around was a throwaway, and it didn't mean anything to Haggy, and if it got to be too much, he would have just thrown it away anyways. But you can't tell that to Nelson. And things went on. Video was made of Haggy showing Eli a bullet. Eli made a video back with a bigger bullet, but I think it was more in reference to thinking that he was a manly man and penis size and stuff like that, instead of a gesture that his bullet is bigger. But whatever floats your boat. But one of the most disturbing things about this whole thing was Eli Nelson, depending upon what video you look him in, was going around saying he was part of a military, that he was in special forces and shit like this, and special weapon training, and his comrades, I don't know what army he was fighting for or with or whomever, but this kid was 15, 16 years old and living in Florida. Haggy posted a video about stolen valor. And I would follow Eli around. He would pop up here and pop up there, and we would exchange words and stuff like that. And he would call me telling me that I was cyberbullying him. Now, the interesting thing about cyberbullying is that if you go to my G Plus page and look at some of the comments that I was making to him, I was nothing more than calling him out as to the fake he was about stolen valor. And there was a site on Facebook that was actually looking for him, but he would tell this story to anybody who would listen. And if you crossed him and told him differently, he would fight you tooth and nail and tell you were cyberbullying. But I never cyberbullied once to the kid, and I always attacked my person with facts. I never shot from the waist and pray to God that it hit. I always do my research and looking into the person and finding out as much as I can. And Eli, I found out a shit ton through Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and comments and things like that. But I would, call him out on this whole stolen valor and how could he get away with it. It's an interesting story, and it hasn't ended, so people ask me all the time, what was my toughest war? And I'd have to say, Jimmy Larson was. But Eli is right up there, and probably one of the most disturbing ones, I should say. And Mr. Frisbee Man, I'm sure can contest to this, because he was around during the Jimmy Larson era and stuff like that. He was a big help and stuff like that in certain areas. But yeah, Eli was definitely is an interesting character, and he just pops up out of the blue, and you go at it for 10 minutes, and then he'll disappear for 6 months and resurface, and you hit him with logic, and he's telling you that you're cyberbullying him and things like that, when actually all honesty was that you're hitting him with facts, and he couldn't understand it. I had grandparents and stuff like that who served in the military, and it's a great dishonor for what this kid is doing for our servicemen and women who are fighting for our freedom, so we are able to do things like this. And this kid is running around making a mockery of it, and he needs to be stopped for it. Regardless of some mental issues or not, it's still not right. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today, was Nerf guns. I'm sure somebody knows what account he's using today, because once we destroy him, or I destroy him, or Haggy destroys him, or he'll wipe out his name and come up with something new. Go to my G Plus page, and you'll see some battles in there where he claims that I'm cyberbullying, when I'm clearly not. Nothing more than addressing with facts. So, but on that note, I'll be back, and you folks be good. And thank you all for the encouraging words yesterday. I wasn't expecting to hear that response, or get that response, and it meant a lot to me. And it really did. It gave me some encouragement and uplifting spirits and stuff like that, and I do greatly appreciate it. But on that note, Haggy family, be good. Guys, stop finding these wackos. Thug. Talking to you, Thug. No more. No more. I need a break. I need to rest my weary head. Haggy family, be good. And my friends out there, love you all. And peace out. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.